Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1972 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Seattle Pilots and the Oakland Athletics at the Oakland Coliseum. On the mound for the Pilots today is Dave Boswell, whose record is 0-3 with an 11.57 ERA. And pitching for the A's is Larry Elenes, whose record is 0-2 with a 7.94 ERA. Oh, brother. What a loss yesterday. We had the game in hand, and we were on the verge of breaking our losing streak. We turned it over to... Okay, here's what happened. Look, we run out of pitchers. Like, we have very few pitchers that we can count on. And we brought in Wayne Granger to get 6 outs, a 6-out save. And while he is maybe the best reliever that we have in our bullpen, he is not a pitcher you can count on to go 6 outs to get you through 2 relief innings and not at least give up a run. But the game put its own hand of fate into it and forced Granger to commit an error, and then a wild pitch, and then a stolen base of third, and then it was over. Like, there was nothing we were going to do to win the ball game. And the A's came back and beat us in the bottom of the 9th inning, 7-6. If this were a real baseball game after that losing streak this early on, and to have defeat at the bottom of the 9th inning, I think the team would just probably disband. But we have to move on and play game 2 of the series today. We have Dave Boswell on the mound. I mean, I'm hoping that he gives us something today. We have relief pitchers that have more innings pitched than Dave Boswell right now. So I'm very concerned, but we soldier on. Now, he has had some success in the past. Not in the near past, so I don't think, against the A's. They're only batting .145 against him with 86 plate appearances, but you see the numbers. They are terrible. And actually, every bullpen arm is available today, somehow. And then Larry Elenes, first time we're seeing him this year. We'll do a deep dive on him. We will also do a deep dive on Van Kelly. I did a little pre-research, and there's some good stuff on him. Here's our lineup for today. He's going to fill in at first base for Rose Skidmore, who has started every game this year. We're going to give him a break and get Kelly in there. Okay, let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Seattle Pilots. Batting leadoff in center field is Scott Northey. Batting second at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting third in right field is Dave Parker. Batting cleanup and catching today is Manny SANGUILLEN. Batting fifth in left field is Jose CRUZ. Batting sixth at second base is Tito FUENTES. Batting seventh at shortstop is Rick Auerbach. Batting eighth at first base is Van Kelly. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Dave Boswell. Larry Elenes, let's take a look at him. You'll see that at 19 years old last year, he made 11 starts, going 4-5. With a 5.15 ERA for the A's, walked 41, struck out 29. He's kind of on that same pace this year. 12 walks, only 4 strikeouts, and 11 in the third innings. He's 0-2, making his third start. 90-mile-an-hour fastball, ground ball percentage is 45.6%. And yet his changeup is rated a 90. Overall rated an 88. The 20-year-old right-hander is arbitration eligible at the end of the 1974 season. With all of those numbers, you know today is his get-right game against us. I would suspect he won't give up more than 2 runs. Let's click on his name and go to Baseball Reference. I really don't know if this guy ever pitched in the majors. You see him represented on the Houston Astros. Looks like he was a 4th-round draft pick out of high school in Buena Park, California. Scrolling on down, no, he's a career minor leaguer. All with Houston. Was he ever good? A 3.83 ERA in the minor leagues. And I do like the fact that the game does include these guys. He did not walk more than he struck out. Did he ever do that in real life? Let's see. Was that ever an actual problem? Well, he walked 96 in 1972. So I guess maybe the game is building off of that. That makes sense. He did not play in 73, so he must have had arm troubles. That could have derailed him. And yet he never walked more than he struck out. And yet the game... Oh, nope, there it is. In 1977, his final year, before the Astros finally gave up on him. Is there transactions for this guy? No, there's no minor league transactions. Okay. Well, that's all there is to tell you about Larry Elenes. He died in Hawaii in 2007. He was only 56 years old. He was cremated. All right. I don't know. I'm not sure it's pertinent, but, you know, now you know. Let's take a look at the defense for the A's. Oh, look at us. We got our three-tone unis going today. You can buy those in the gift shop. Do we have anybody different in the ball game? Yeah, we know Colbert's in there. That was his first game of the year last year. Everybody else is the same. If we can, maybe we try to steal more today. A changeup is his best pitch, so he probably won't be throwing the fastball as much. Maybe if we can get on base, we'll just try to steal and make the best of it. Okay, Scott Northey leading it off against Larry Elenes. 2-2, and he strikes out. One down. Rich Rollins, he had a couple hits yesterday. Terrible defensively, but he does give us at least something with the bat, although he taps it back to the mound and a throwing error on Elenes. So Rollins is on first. For Dave Parker, we're going to let him swing away. He's really the only power bat we have in the lineup today. That is a 11 pitch at bat, and it's a 4-6-1 double play. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the A's lineup for today. Batting leadoff in center field is Rick Monday. Batting second. At third base is Sal Bando. Batting third in left field is Joe RUDI. Batting cleanup and catching is Gene TENACE. Batting fifth in right field is Champ Summers. Batting sixth at first base is Nate Colbert. Batting seventh at shortstop is Dwain Anderson. Batting eighth at second base is Phil Garner. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Larry Elenes. We'll take a look here at Dave Boswell. What a piece of garbage he's been this year. Especially coming off a decent year last year. I don't know why he's fallen so quickly, other than we've already know that he's out of baseball by 1972, so that could play a part of it. He's walked more than he struck out. Opponents are batting .300 against him. The opponent's batting average is almost 100 points higher than last year. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 53.1%. Still got a good curveball, rated an 88, and a decent fastball. Overall rated an 81. The 27-year-old righty is not a free agent until 1974. He's killing us. Let's take a look at our defense. We have Van Kelly at first. That's actually a defensive upgrade. And we know he's good at turning double plays. Everybody else is the same, including SANGUILLEN behind the plate. He'll get his regular scheduled day off tomorrow. Boca Bella will get in there. Okay, here we go. Rick Monday in the ball game. The A's are wearing their third jerseys, which is the colors that coordinate with their A's 1972 Topps cards. You'll see that here when Bando comes up if you didn't notice it before. That's my little flair added to the ball game. And Rick Monday gets a leadoff base hit. There it is. I don't know. Again, I said I'm a little bit colorblind, but I see a little bit of red and green in there. That's what I went with. Bando, 0-1. And a base hit. Wow, Boswell is really useless. I cannot believe this guy is absolutely sinking our ship. Ground ball up the middle from Joe RUDI, who crushed us yesterday. And a double play, 6-4-3. I don't know why it is that we always have more double plays when Van Kelly's in the game. Maybe we need to start playing him every day. Here's Gene Tennis. And he strikes out for out number 3. So we strand those, well, just a runner at third, I guess. And we go to the top of the second. Manny Sanguillen will lead it off. Sangi. Still not, that nickname's not going to catch on for me. I have to say it's too on the nose. Jose Cruz off to a terrible start this year, batting 125. He is out number 2. And Tito Fuentes hasn't shown us much this year either. Hey, there's a base hit into center field. Do we want to go for 2? No, I guess not. Runner on first. We will try to steal. Why not? 73% chance. You threw 2 fastballs to Fuentes. He's got to come back with a curve here to start him off, right? He's going. No, it's a fastball. And he's strong. Bottom of the second. Champ Summers leading it off. 3-1. Ground ball to second. Fuentes makes the play. Here's Nate Colbert. We did a deep dive on him yesterday. 0 for 5 in his career against Boswell. Of course, he went deep in his very first at-bat of the year. 1-2, and Boswell strikes him out. Okay. 2 outs for Dwain Anderson, and there's the first walk. Got the old poo-poo platter. And then Phil Garner flies out to right. It should be caught. It is. Parker making the grab. Top of the third, Rick Auerbach was in the batter's box when Fuentes was thrown out stealing. So he gets a fresh count, and it's ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Auerbach. Let's go ahead and do our quick deep dive on Van Kelly. Not a lot to tell you about Van Kelly, but I do want to show you his minor league stats. And maybe it'll make a little bit of sense how he got to the major leagues. You'll see him in the Padres uniform there, which makes sense because his only 2 years in the majors was for the Padres in '69, the inaugural year, expansion season. But he wasn't part of the expansion draft. He was actually traded to the Padres from Atlanta, or actually the Milwaukee Braves. And then I saw his baseball card here where he's on the Braves, but that's a modern uniform. So I'm like, why? How did that happen, right? So we'll just take a look. You see his numbers, 169 batting average in 1970, and he was done by age 24, at least at the major league level. And we'll look at his transactions, which do not tell the whole story. He was traded in 1969 by Atlanta with a minor league player and Walt Herniak, or Riniak, I think is the right way to pronounce that, to the Padres for Tony Gonzalez. Riniak, of course, is known for being one of the best hitting coaches of all time. He was the hitting coach for Frank Thomas for the White Sox. Let's go ahead and look at his minor league stats, and I find this a little bit more interesting. Currently still alive, by the way. Going to be age 80. So let's look at these minor league stats as they load up. Any second now. Oh, yeah, that's not important. Okay. Yeah, so he was 18-year-old, 1964 for Milwaukee. Went through the minor league system there. Milwaukee became Atlanta. All the way through. And you can see why right here The Padres probably wanted him. He batted .323 in Single A in 1967. Put up some pretty decent numbers. And then in AAA the next year he batted .273. So at a higher level, he was looking pretty good. They traded him to the Padres, as I mentioned, for Walt Herniak, for Tony Gonzalez, who was a regular everyday kind of player. And then he just never really got it going after his final year in 1970. I mean, he wasn't terrible, but he went back to Atlanta. It doesn't show in the transactions, but they must have cut him or something. And then he was with Chicago, and then ended up in Quebec for Montreal. You never want to end up in Quebec. Although he batted .305, age 29, he was done. All right. So Van Kelly, I mean, I think that's kind of interesting. Runner at first. I mean, we have to try to steal here. 76% chance. Can we get a changeup, please? There we go. And Auerbach does steal second base. That is his first stolen base of the year. Oh, wow. He was 1 for 6 last year. I didn't realize he was that bad. I probably wouldn't even have bothered. But we do have a runner in scoring position. We got to, against these schlubby pitchers, we've got to take some chances. Oh, Van Kelly! Wild pitch, moving Auerbach to third. It looked like he just about wore one in the jaw. So can we just have that runner hold? I guess we have to ask for a sac fly. He doesn't have much power. Please don't be a ground ball. We will not be able to score here. Not a ground ball, please. Pop up, nope. With the pitcher, so yeah, we're not scoring. Yeah, shit. I mean, they think we're gonna bunt. We may as well try to bunt. We'll do a safety squeeze. Come on, Boswell. Help out your own cause. Full count. And a good bunt to third. Auerbach. Oh, he does score. The Pilots take the lead 1-0. Play a little small ball. Anytime we score any type of run, I feel like it's a big win for our team. We are on the board. All right. You know, and the stolen base, the wild pitch, it paid off. Here we go. Larry Elenes, bottom of the third. 1-2 count. And another strikeout for Boswell. He does pitch well against the A's. You saw the numbers. 1 down. Rick Monday started off the ball game with a hit. Grounds out to second. And then Bando followed up Monday with a base hit. It's all erased by a double play. There we go. 4 Ks for our boy Boswell. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Rich Rollins will lead it off. 2-2. Ground ball to short. 2-2 to Parker. Base hit for Cobra. Do we want to go for 2? 70% and a bad arm. Parker doesn't have a lot of speed. He hasn't had an RBI in forever. I think we just got to keep testing the waters. Parker's safe. That's a double for Parker. I think it's his 7th. There we go. He's got more doubles than he had last year in only 14 games. So we're seeing a little bit of development from him. Let's see if Manny Sanguillen can come through. The Sanguillotine! Chopping off ahead. Parker scores. Do we want to go for 2? I mean, Champ Summers, despite having a noodle in right, a pool noodle, I just feel like he always throws us out. So we'll take the run and be grateful. With 1 out, we'll hit and run. All right. Let's not get too cocky, though. It seems like the A's have have owned us. Pounds it into the dirt. And Sanguillen will advance. The only play for TENACE was to go to first. 2 outs. Here's Tito Fuentes with a 2-2 count. Rips it into right, but unfortunately it's going to be catchable by Summers. That's out number 3. So we get a run on the board. Thanks to the RBI single from Sanguillen. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Joe RUDI will lead it off. 0-2 to RUDI. And Boswell strikes him out. Boswell looking good. 5 Ks in 3 1/3 innings and a 2-2 count. Infield single for TENACE. That's all right. TENACE on first. Batting .400. You probably saw the title card coming into the game. He was already crushing it. Champ Summers, 2-2. So he had to get on in order for Summers, the lefty, to hit the home run. That was a game-manufactured home run. So much for Boswell pitching well, and now he's walking. Okay, so the game's over. We know that now. Nothing we can do. Oh, he paints a corner on Anderson. And Phil Garner striking out, dropping that curveball in under the wrist. 7 Ks for Boswell, but he gives up the big blast to Summers. And we're right back to even. Auerbach with the base hit. So he walked the first time. 60%. Now we've got to take a chance because now the game is tied again. And we are safe. Good job by Auerbach. Not a guy that gets you a lot of extra base hits. He had 18 extra base hits last year. He's got 3 so far. On pace. Runner in scoring position for Van Kelly. Could use some clutch hitting here. 2-2. I thought he was going to strike out. So he floats it out to left. Auerbach. Damn it. I mean, the pitcher's up next. I'm going to say no. I think we just got lucky anyway with that Auerbach getting double. We're going to let Boswell swing away. That's fine. And we'll let NORTHEY take a cut. Come on, NORTHEY. Not much of a clutch hitter. Oh, but he does get hit. He can take a pitch right to the ribs. Now, is it? We saw with Riddleberger, where in the middle of the game, he got taken out due to an injury. Will a hit by pitch occasionally cause someone to get removed? I don't know. I wonder. I like Rich Rollins up in this situation. He's the one guy we can count on. First and second, 2 down. Rollins at the plate, 0-2. And he pops up. All right. Pardon me for one moment here. Well, that was a wasted opportunity. Now Boswell, the 5th inning for him is usually when he falls apart. If Elenes gets on, then we may as well just take him out. He's going to pop it up. That's catchable. It could be an error, though. All right. 1 down. Here's Rick Monday. Tough out. He's got 2 career home runs against Boswell, including opening day. Full count. Yeah. Oh, he's got him! Look at this guy. 8 strikeouts for Boswell. 2 down. Here's Sal Bando. Full count. Oh, that one, he's not going to get them all. That's a good job. I don't mind him walking Bando. Everybody's got 4 home runs. There's RUDI hitting a ground ball to Rollins, and that'll be the 3rd out. Remember yesterday when I said I did not want to pitch to Summers because he was due to be the next one to get 4. Remember that? Look what happened today. I should have taken my own advice from yesterday. This game sucks in how predictable it is. Except for your own team. Parker grounding out. We can't even really take advantage of Elenes. He's got 101 pitches. If we can get to the bullpen, maybe we got a shot. SANGUILLEN flying out to the left. And Jose CRUZ. Come on, give us something, man. Here's ball 4. We got to send CRUZ. 75% chance. We're 1 for 2 today. Another inside pitch, and CRUZ does steal second base. So my early assessment of our opportunities to steal was accurate. We need Fuentes to come through. Come on, dirty Fuentes. 1-2. Oh, infield single. That's cheap. We will take it. 5th team hit. And it'll be up to Rick Auerbach, who's 1 for 1 with a walk. He doubled. We'll let him swing away. Full count. And he walks to bring up Kelly. Kelly's 0 for 2. Come on, Kelly. Bases are juiced. We got speed on the base path. 120 pitches. He's not tired. 81 endurance. How is that possible? It's got to be one more pitch, right? Yep, there we go. 1-2. And he saves his best for last. There's no way we're going to win this ball game. It's going to be another walk-off. 100 pitches for Boswell. His endurance is 87. He should be able to go 130 pitches. Not that I would want to do that, but... Who else have we got? He's pitching great. 8 strikeouts through 5. Gene Tennis to lead it off, and it's going to be a double into the gap. Leadoff man is on. Champ Summers. Ground ball to Kelly. Tennis will advance. Good job by Summers moving him along. Got to pull the infield in. I mean, we could walk Colbert to get to the weak hitting Anderson. I don't really know what to do here. We could walk Colbert and bring in a lefty. Or wait. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Walk Colbert. Okay, it's all righties. You know what? I think we just got to pull the infield in and just take our chances here. I don't know. We're striking out a lot of guys. He gets Colbert to pop it up. All right, we got a chance to get out of it. Dwain Anderson did not get a hit versus the righty last year. He's 0 for 1 with a walk today and a strikeout. Playing regular depth. 0-2. Sit down, Anderson. 9 Ks. I think we got to keep Boswell in there. He's got 109 pitches. We know we can go one more inning. That'll get us to our 8th inning and 9th inning, guys. I mean... This is the performance that we need. 0-2. And a ground ball base hit for Boswell. Now I want a pitch run for him. See, this is one of those times that I will accept a pitcher getting a hit because Elenes is tired. You know, maybe he left one over the plate. They're not pulling the infield in either. So we're going to sack bunt. Come on, Boswell. You got to be hustling, Holmes. Right back to the pitcher. Oh, yes, Boswell. In scoring position. There's no way he's going to score from second with 1 out. And they're keeping Elenes in there at 130 pitches. Okay, Rich Rawl. 3-1. Reaches out. Pokes it to center. Boswell will... Oh, he's... Oh, Nike. No. No, we can't go. We can't do it. Can't be the third out of third. With Dave Parker up, you can't. You got to give him a chance, especially if they're going to keep Elenes in there. All right. This is what Parker's all about right here. Come on. Be clutch. 0-1. Yeah, base hit up the middle. Come on, Boswell. No, you bitch. Why are you stopping at third? Oh, he just took a RBI away from Parker. He's a 26-year-old athlete, Boswell. He can't score from second? I think I've actually lost. I think I actually lost this game for us by not pitch running him, even though we need him to come out and pitch. All right, Sanguillen, first and third. Nothing we can do. Yep, struck out. I popped it. I mean, that's just not fair. Come on, man. Well, that one's on me. Ah, shit. All right, Phil Garner will lead it off. It is 8-9-1. I think we can get one. If Gardner gets on, we're screwed. Because they'll pinch hit. Let's see. 2-2. Oh, line drive to second. Fuentes makes the play. Elenes is going to bat at 144 pitches. What is going on with this game? Wait, is he going to do something special? Is that why he's in there? First pitch. Ground ball to short. Safe on an error. Oh, he's out anyway. We're going to guard the lines with a lefty at the plate. Rick Monday, tough out. He walks him. We're going to guard the line. This is the last batter. We do have a good bullpen, you know, for 8 and 9. There we go. There we go! Number 10! 10 strikeouts. Oh, it's so sad he's not going to win the ball game. What a bunch of shit. All right, Jose CRUZ. Jose. Come on, it's batting 122. Something, man. Flies out to left. One down. Here's Tito Fuentes with a comebacker. Now we can't do anything. 150 pitches and nada. There's a 2-out hit for AUERBACH. Having a good game. 2 walks. A single and a double. There's no... I mean, we got to try to steal, don't we? We just have no other option. AUERBACH's got 1 stolen base today. He only had 1 for his entire career coming into the game. We got to try to win. A pitch out. Why can't we pitch out? What a bunch of horse shit. Boswell's earned the right. 10 strikeouts, 123 pitches. If Elenes can go 150, I think Boswell can at least start this inning. And a base hit. Maybe 2? Okay. RUDI stays at first. Runner on first, TENACE. Strike it out, number 11! 130 pitches, he's not sleepy. Champ Summers, though. He's already gone deep today. Guard the lines. Two. Striking him out! Number 12! What's going on with Dave Boswell? Oh my gosh. Now he is tired. And it's Nate Colbert. We got to guard the lines. God, this feels like a home run. You know, we get tired, we give up home runs. They get tired, they just mow us down. All right, well, this is the ball game right here. It's a 3-1. He walks him. to get to Anderson. All right. Well, you know what? 140 pitches. If Boswell gets injured after this game, I'm going to be so pissed at myself. All right. Dwain Anderson, you staying in the game? Go get him. 2-1. No! Grab all the second. Come on, it's Fuentes. Yes. Okay. You know what? Great game from Boswell. Great game. 2-run home run by Summers. There was nothing we were going to do about that. Infield single, then the home run. It was always going to happen. And they're going to bring in Rally Fingers. It's time to get fingered. He has not walked anybody this year. He's looking pretty good. 1 save. Van Kelly will lead off. And a base hit for Kelly. Where's that when we needed it? Do we want to go for 2? God, we do. But we're not going to. Dave Boswell coming out of the ball game. Good job, Boswell. He had a hit today. All right, we got to think this through. Well, all we have is Joe Keogh, and Bosch cannot hit anymore. So it's going to have to be Keogh. Like it or not. We're going to bunt him over. Good bunter, 87. 1-0. Good bunt to third. Come on, can I get to second? Yes. Trying to eke out a win with some small ball. Here's Scott Northey. In-game stats. He's 0 for 2. I think he had a sacrifice bunt, if I remember right. Northey. End of the bat. Looper into right center. It's going to be caught. We have not gone for it because Summers always throws us out, but we got to go for it now. Wait, who's up next? Yeah, Rollins. We're going to go for it! Safe. There we go. Took our chance. And now it's all up to Rich Rollins. Rowley versus Rollins. 2-1. Ground ball to first. And the A's win. Damn it. That sucks. We're bringing in Granger. Which is weird because he just pitched 2 innings yesterday, but he's not tired. Wait, what's his endurance is only 27. I don't know. All right. Well, two-1. Totally lost the ball game. Oh, and he goes to second automatically, so that's the ball game. 3-2. A's win. Intentionally walk Monday, but we lost on a wild pitch yesterday. Pulling infield in, potential double play. Sac fly will win it. And that's what happens. 3-2, A's win. Never had a chance. At least that was entertaining, right? I mean, that was a good game. The losing streak continues. It's now 10 in a row. Let's take a look at the standings. Oh, it's going a little bit slow here. Come on, game. Any second now. I've been getting all these ESPN alerts while we're going here. Like, I kind of want to know what's going on. Oh, it's nothing. Okay, here's the standings. There's the National League for you anyway. The Mets are 12-3. They look pretty strong. They've won 5 in a row. You got Nolan Ryan throwing no-hitters on opening day. You're probably going to be good. We've lost 10 in a row. It was good to see Boswell pitch well. Very well, in fact. It's unfortunate we just couldn't come through. Headline news, Brainiac Baseball Deliberate. 4 RBI for Blanco. That is Cleveland's Ozzie Blanco. No, he drove in for Chicago's 8 runs. Okay. That makes sense. He's on the White Sox. Charlie Manuel gets 5 RBI in a Minnesota win. All right. And we'll take a look at transactions. Ed Barnowski of Baltimore might miss a start. And Vicente Romo, 6 days. Okay. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. The back-to-back 1-run losses, walk-offs by the A's. It's always good to be the home team in Baseball Mogul. Guaranteed to get you a victory. Wayne Granger takes the loss. Dave Boswell, 12 strikeouts in 8 innings pitched. 144 pitches. Beat out by Larry Elenes, who went 154. Raleigh gets the win. He's 1-0. Champ Summers, home run. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, we did everything we could. We had stolen bases. Oh, we had 2 caught stealings, I guess. I don't really remember 2 now. Wait. Jose Cruz, when did he commit an error? I don't even remember that. Was that in the 9th inning? Hang on, I'm sorry. You probably already checked out. Let me see. Let's pull up the gameplay here. Did it happen in the 9th inning? Did we lose that way? Son of a bitch. So we were going to lose no matter what. So Phil Garner got the hit, and then Jose Cruz made the error on the first batter in the 9th inning. So we were never going to win that game. It was already determined. That sucks. This game blows. I'm so mad. All right. We'll come back tomorrow. Try again. Until then, everyone, have a great day.